This is Eagle Owl, and today I will be talking about DeVonta Smith. He's officially back. Also, Jalen Hurts' middle finger is worse than what we thought. And lastly, we're going to talk about the locker room a little bit. Is there a little issue? But let's get straight into it. All right, so before we get into the topics today, of course, we got to go over the injury report because this injury report is very serious. We got to see who's limited, who's out, who's a full participant. But let's go over the injury report. Here we go. We got Reed Blankenship, groin, did not participate. I expect him not to play. AJ Brown, knee, did not participate. I expect him to play. Sidney Brown, obviously out for the season, did not participate. So Britton Covey was limited, which can be big because he's been great on special teams. Jalen Hurts, right finger, limited. Heard he haven't thrown since the Giants game. He actually said he regret going back in the game. And let me go ahead and actually play this clip right now.
Guys,
You feel like you'll be able to practice today like normal? Or
want to see?
have you attempted to try and throw?
I have not. Obviously, leaving that game and attempting to go back in that game probably wasn't physically the best idea. Not having much control over the things that I want to do, but time will tell with that, and I can assure you everything's progressing in the right way.
In that game,
As you see, Jalen Hurts regret going into the game. He shouldn't have did that, but we got to move on. All right, so Darius Slay, knee, full participant. DeVonta Smith, ankle, full participant. DeAndre Swift, sick, full participant. All right, so yeah, man, let's talk about DeVonta Smith. DeVonta Smith is officially back. We did feel the effect of not having him because that second guy, even when AJ Brown was in for a little while, just couldn't get off. Quez Watkins, even though if you look at Quez Watkins' numbers, they look good because he was playing the backups. Julio Jones, like that second guy, just was not good enough beside AJ Brown. So having DeVonta Smith back, that's great. And again, I'm pretty sure AJ Brown is going to play. I'm not sure if he's going to be on the snap count or they just going to let him full go because it is the playoffs. But man, it was good to have DeVonta Smith back. And this is what DeVonta Smith actually had to say about playing.
This week now that it's playoff time?
It's just another game.
Just another game?
Chips are just a little bit high. Don't win and go home.
How you feel?
I'm good.
Good to go Monday night?
Yeah, I'll be there counting it.
Think you and AJ will be out there together?
I can't speak for him. I had to ask him.
You've been through the playoffs in college.
As you see, count me in. Count me in. DeVonta Smith will be there. So shout out to DeVonta Smith. Man, we definitely need him. All right, so let's talk about Jalen Hurts a little bit. Jalen Hurts, as I played in the beginning, he was at the podium, spoke about his middle finger. Like, yo, he kind of regret going in the game. And I think it was one of those things he really wanted to fix the offense. And he probably made things worse with his middle finger. And look, Baker Mayfield didn't practice at all today. Jalen Hurts was limited. Again, he did not throw a football since the Giants game. And the little tosses I'm showing here was one of the first times he threw the football within, a couple days. So, yeah, man, this Jalen Hurts thing is probably serious. But what surprised me the most is that he admitted it on the podium with the media. Because usually, you try to keep that intact. Remember when Jalen Hurts' shoulder was hurt, he didn't really want to give it away that he wasn't going to play the next games or the next couple games because he didn't want to give any other team material. But this time he just flat out admitted it, like, yeah, it's kind of sore. Like, it's sore. Some people saying he's saying that to get a excuse ahead of time. Some people saying, like, man, it sucks, but it is what it is. I have no doubt in my mind Jalen Hurts is going to play and he's going to throw the ball well. But I'm trying to look at the positive light of it because if it's sore and he really can't push the ball down the field like this next week, like how he want to, it will force the coaching staff to come up with shorter routes, get these guys open quick, it will force the coaching staff to come up with more running schemes with DeAndre Swift. So this can be a positive thing. So don't look at it too negatively. This can definitely be a positive thing, because now it's going to force this coaching staff like, okay, maybe we can't do the explosive plays this week. Let's take it step by step. So if we make it into next week, Jalen Hurts' hand can be fully healed instead of taking a lot of licks to his hand in this game. So hopefully this somewhat helped the coaching staff. All right. So I forgot to mention this in my intro, but let's talk about Slay, man. Slay was back in the media. Of course, he's taking a lot of heat, and he was talking to the media, and he said, like, they asked him about like playing the home, playing away. He's like, look, man, it's somewhat good that we're away. You know, the Philly fans booed pretty quick, and fans went berserk. They went berserk. And he's like, yo, he's not built for the city. What's going on? Even Darius Slay responded to the tweet that I believe it was John Clark that put out. He's like, look, man, y'all know I'll be playing, but I'm trying to look at this differently, because maybe he wasn't playing. You know, they always say there's a little truth to a joke. We do boo fast. Let's keep it real. First 3 and out, we're going to go crazy. Let's be honest. First screenplay to Julio Jones, we're going to go crazy. Let's be honest. So he definitely have a point there. And I meant to mention this in my last video. I know I talked about expectations a lot, but that pressure, man, the pressure on these players has been a lot this season. You know, we expected everything from last year to transfer over to the next year, and Eagles fans with the pressure, the local media pressure, the national media pressure. So it's been a lot of pressure on perfection, on why they doing this or why they doing that, why Hassan Reddick doing this. And all of it is valid to me, but I think it's really breaking this team as far as that pressure. It sounds crazy because we Philly. Pressure shouldn't break the Philadelphia Eagles. The fans and stuff always been like this. But this is one of the few seasons we came in as overdogs. For them to be away, maybe it would help. I'm just being honest. Maybe it would help. I know DeVonta Smith spoke about playing away games. He said something more of like, you know, I'd rather, you know, beat somebody at their own house than our house. It wasn't too negative at all, but people were really mad at Darius Slay, even though I don't think it was nothing too egregious. In my opinion, it wasn't that bad. I think we was just a little sensitive, in my opinion. All right, so lastly, I guess I got to talk about this locker room situation, because what made me think about the locker room situation between, again, the players and coaches. Jalen Hurts says something in the matter of, they was talking about the Seattle game and, you know, why Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown decided to check out the original play. And this is what Jalen Hurts had to say.
There's a lot that you guys don't know. In fact, you don't know what you don't know. And so,
So, Coach Sirianni told you that was fine in that situation, or was that the wrong decision?
there's no right or wrongs. It's all based upon the results usually. And I think that's the reality of it.
Was there something else going on that we don't know about?
There's a lot that you guys don't know. In fact, you don't know what you don't know. And so,
So, Coach Sirianni told you that was fine in that situation, or was that the wrong decision?
there's no right or wrongs. It's all based upon the results usually. And I think that's the reality.
It sound coded. It's like, if you know, you know. It's a lot of things you guys don't know, this and that make it sound like there's something going on with the coaching staff and players, in my opinion. But maybe it's not. Maybe we're looking too much into this, because again, it sounds like the players don't trust the coaching staff. Even A.J. Brown had, you know, the talk with the team, like, yeah, we got to start trusting them checking out the plays. And I don't know what's going on between the players and the coaches. But the stories that will be leaked out during the offseason is going to be crazy because a lot of these dudes are on 1-year deals. Shaq Leonard don't really have no loyalty to the Eagles or like a Zach Cunningham or Bradley Roby. A lot of these dudes are going to talk. Like, what was going on? Especially if we disappoint Monday. It's going to be a lot of chatter. A lot of things that's going to get leaked. But hopefully that don't happen. Hopefully we make this run. Hopefully this team could do it, man. To me, I'm one of those dudes that ain't over till it's over. Once they say, Eagles lose in the playoffs, Super Bowl, or whatever, or Eagles win, it ain't over till it's over, man. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel about the news today? Jalen Hurts' finger will actually help or worsen the team? Also, Darius Slay, is there a problem with what he said? I don't really think so. And just all the news, the injury report, DeVonta Smith. But this is Eagle Al.